Many thanks for choosing us. All is set for the Tuesday's crucial by-election at Assin North, with the NPP and NDC confident of victory. The outcome of this poll could affect the makeup of parliament, as the NPP currently holds 138 seats, together with the independent candidate with the NDC stuck at 136 following James Achekwesin's removal. Ohim Interior has more for us.
Supporters of the New Patriotic Party defied a downpour on Sunday to attend the last open campaign of the party ahead of the by-election on Tuesday. President Akufo-Addo told party sympathizers he had no hand in the prosecution of the embattled Achekwesin. Flanked by New Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate for Assin North, Charles Opoku, and some national executives of the party, he quizzed the difference between the prosecution of ex-member of parliament for Boko Central, Adam Sakandi, who was prosecuted and convicted for a similar offense, and that of Mr. Achekwesin.
I say NPP for no me the person we want. I say we want. Ghana mla we want. I am me na me ba be we want. Ghana mla we want. I am me na me we want. Ni we we ya wa Ghana. I say me to I am me na na be mla no obi. Yan pan say who are being to Africa so we say na be me be that. 6.5 years ago.
President Akufo-Addo appealed to the constituents of Assin North not to make a mistake by voting for someone who could end up in jail to delay development in the area. But in a swift response, former President John Dramani Mahama insisted President Akufo-Addo erred in comparing the Adamu Sakandi story to that of James Achekwesin. He told party supporters at Assin India the embattled Mr. Kwesin would not be convicted since he did not flout the laws on dual citizenship. From Assin North for Joy News, Ohim Interior reporting.
Well, the NPP and NDC are both optimistic of winning Tuesday's elections. Listen to National Communications Officer of the NPP, Richard Assin, but he spoke to us earlier.
We have done some internal polls that indicates that the New Patriotic Party is going to win this election. So our message to the people was clear that given our record and given the practical things we have done, even though the constituency didn't have effective representation in Parliament, our promise of development has been delivered and we are committed to doing more, and that is the basis for which the people are voting for us tomorrow.
All right, so fill me in. The internal polls that MPP has conducted, that points to the fact that the party will be winning the Assin North constituency by-election. What are some of the details?
Well, essentially, there is a broad stroke. I think it's not meant to be released, but I can tell you that the MPP is leading in excess of 6 points ahead of the NDC based on what I have seen. And so, given that, I can tell you that tomorrow will be a confirmation of those polls. And I'm at peace with what we have seen, and the interaction with the people suggests that the New Patriotic Party will win tomorrow. Because simply, I think even on the back of what we have done and our message, you saw in this constituency that the NDC didn't come here with a message. They didn't come here to try and win this election on the basis of interactive democracy. They came here to disrupt. They came here to just do propaganda and muddy the waters and make government look bad. That's not a message. That's not a promise to anybody. And the Assin North people have seen through the NDC that they don't represent any hope for them, and on the basis of that, they will reject them. They have rejected them. If you see, all around in this constituency, if you go everywhere, the visibility of the New Patriotic Party is loud. Yesterday, you saw on this speech how people came in the rain to support the New Patriotic Party. The NDC attempted to do a rally. They couldn't. Yesterday, I'm told they did something in the nature of a radio rally. That's not a party that is winning this election. That's a party that is losing this election. And you saw yesterday, whilst we're prepping for our rally here yesterday, they lined up people on the street to create chaos. And all of that indicates to you an individual or a party in retreat. They did not come here to win the election. They thought they would have come here with lies to say that, MPP wanted to remove Kwesi so we can pass LGBT. They thought they would come here and say that MPP removed Kwesi falsely. And all of those lies did not resonate. And we are thankful to the good people of Assin North that they have chosen development over pessimism. They have chosen development over backwardness. They have chosen development for their constituency because that's what they must do.
Yes, listening to yesterday's campaign message, and I also had the opportunity to engage some of your party members, it appears your campaigning is centered in the big towns, in quotes, big towns like Dansame, Breku, Akonfere, and those places. How come MPP is not that visible in those small villages that we noted for?
Well, I mean, I don't know how many villages you have been to, but obviously you have passed the roadside, so you see the visibility there. But I can guarantee you that we are deep in the villages. I was part of Honorable Kennedy Japon's rounds and the rounds with other leaders into the villages, so much that we returned late in the night. The last time we went, we returned back to town about 1 a.m. in the morning. That day was heavy rain and it was struggle to come back to town. So if anybody tells you that, don't believe it. We have done the work. I'll tell you that we have canvassed every inch of space possibly to make sure that the people hear our message. So everywhere we have been, we had a strategy and we executed our strategy. So what you see along the way is evidence of what you would see if you go into the villages.
The 6% or the 6 points that you said you are ahead of the NDC in tomorrow's elections, if it is translated into votes, what will be the margin?
Well, I am not sure, but reasonably I can tell you that we're going to win the election with a big margin. Our hope and my hope is that the turnout will be good. Once the turnout is good, the MPP's margins will be very respectable.
And I hope you've also worked on the turnout, because if you hope that it will be good, that won't come on a silver platter. What has been the work that you've put in to ensure that people come out in their numbers to vote, especially your supporters?
Yeah, certainly there's a plot that will be executed tomorrow which involves, getting people to come out and vote. That is a standard election day procedure. So we'll implement that vigorously and ensure that people come. But I said so in understanding that by-elections characteristically have low turnout. But we're going to do our best. You saw what happened in Kumawu. We were able to push the numbers and the limits to where we exceeded some historical turnout figures. So I think that same thing will be done tomorrow, and our hope is that it will materialize here as well as it did in Kumawu. Ultimately, the MPP will win, but the margin, as you ask, will be
by his communications director of the NPP. I've been joined also by the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, Mustafa Gbande, who's also in Assin North. Musa, I'm grateful for your time. The NPP seem to be giving the NDC a tough time, even though it's your seat. I mean, how has the campaign been so far? Hello, Mustafa. Hello, Mustafa. Kindly unmute for me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me. I think that campaign has been very smooth. We have campaigned on very good issues. Our candidate is very popular on the ground. He's been there before. He is a current member of parliament for the place. He won convincingly. We have a government that is today accusing a member of parliament for not developing the place. And so government have suddenly reneged and forgotten its responsibilities toward the people of Assin. You've heard about the worrying comments of the president, prejudicial, scandalous toward the people of Assin. You've heard about the worrying comments of the president, prejudicial, scandalous.
A ball that turned the skies orange. The flames continued to burn. Solomon Akrugu was just 12 years old, sitting in a room nearby. He suffered severe burns on his face. It completely disfigured him. Eight years later, on a Monday morning, I meet Solomon at East Legon doing what he does every day, begging for alms. That is his only means of survival. He used to sell air freshness but lost his capital when a friend stole his wares. Begging on the streets of East Legon is very difficult for him. Sometimes he gets nothing even after begging the whole day. He says some drivers do not want to see him close to their cars because of his disfigured face. He tells me about an incident where a man asked him to remove the mask he was wearing and stop begging on the streets.
I only get food to eat when I go to the traffic light to beg for money. Many people do not give me money there. Some of them sack me when I get closer to their cars. Some of them think I am wearing a mask. A man once told me to go and look for a job and stop wearing the mask. A lot of people tell me that. I am really suffering here. The hardship is real. I am always scared when it starts raining because I am homeless. I always sleep in front of shops because I do not have a place I call my home.
Solomon's parents separated after the fire destroyed their house at Seko. He fears no woman will be attracted to him because of his disfigured face. He says marriage will be difficult because no woman is attracted to him.
I really need the surgery because I am experiencing a lot of stigmatization. People do not want me closer to them because of my disfigured face. That's why I need the surgery. Because that will also help me get a woman to marry later in life. For now, no woman wants me. Even the drivers in cars find it difficult to give me money. Nobody wants me around. When the sun is out and hot and the light hits my face, it's really painful. That's why I need help. I can't touch it because blood will start oozing from my face if I do. So I go and hide in the shade until it's evening.
He's pleading for a job as a tiler and is also begging for assistance for plastic surgery. There are many Solomons out there who are living the trauma of the June 3 floods. Victims of the disaster, including Solomon, are yet to be compensated. Last year, the One Ghana movement reminded the government to do so. Yes, a member, Senyo Husi.
As expected, authorities trooped in to this very space and on the streets, promising, as usual, to bring perpetrators to book. 7 years on, no one has been held accountable for this very avoidable disaster. The government of the day and the government today have all but paid lip service to justice, accountability, and commensurate compensation for victims.
The One Ghana movement has since 2017 been pursuing justice for the persons affected. One of their lawyers, Samson Ladi Anyenini, led the matter in court in 2018. The case is still pending. He says it has been a very slow process.
Because there have been what we call interlocutory processes in the course, but just very recently we seem to have cleared some of the hurdles. So actually we're in court, this week. Apart from the plaintiffs that were mobilized by One Ghana movement, we know, as a matter of fact, later, as we discovered, that there were many more who were affected who are not part of the suit in court. Some had left to their villages, some had left to their hometowns, various places. It's unfortunate that the law has a limitation period within which you can take a suit, and in excess of 5 years you don't have that opportunity. But I believe that even for those who are in court, the state could look at this more carefully and see what could be done to everybody. For as long as there will be evidence to show that somebody is suffering as a result of what happened, I think that the state could look at being the father for all kind of thing.
Many continue to live through these dangerous floods of trauma, and others are scarred for life. Maxwell Awagba, Joy News.
The National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union are on indefinite strike to protest poor roads in and around their loading depots in the country. According to the union, despite a directive from President Akufo-Addo to the roads minister in 2017 to fix such roads, no work has been done. Speaking to Joy News, National Vice Chairman of the union, Sunday Alabi, said their members can no longer deliver their services on such poor roads.
The issue is our roads, our depots, from GTP roundabout to Kum Junction. All the depots are located there. And then Kumasi Depot, the Bosk Enclave, the roads, is not good there. Takrari, so that's why we are embarking on strike.
The call now is to the roads ministry, or who exactly, to fix the roads? 2017,
we visited the president at the Flaster House, and we complained about our bad road networks. And he asked the road minister to see to it that he construct the road for us.
How is the poor roads affecting your work as tanker drivers?
As tanker drivers, it breaks our springs, it bursts our tires. Anytime you get to the depot, they do preload inspection. So when they see that your spring is broken or your...
We're recording this Progressive commercial on a real boat to let people know that when you bundle your home, boat, and other vehicles...
What was that, Flo?
Progressive saves you money, Jamie.
Why are we doing this on a boat?
We were going for authenticity.
We're going to the city?
Authenticity.
You mean Atlantic City? But we're not in the Atlantic. Are we?
Bundle your home and other vehicles with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Come back. It happens again.
Sunday Alabi also revealed that there is a major disaster waiting to happen.
Educative. And I want this show to continue because it has helped me, and I know it will help others that are coming up as creative designers and interact workers.
For the next 3 years, Ghana Grows program will continue to educate young people to develop skills which will earn them gainful employment in agriculture as well as the technical and vocational sectors.
And that's your business update. The news returns after this break.
What are you watching? Football is over. So, I bumped into our boy Jimmy yesterday,
and he tells me that he went over to Kenny's place. So he goes, what's this? Kenny goes, only the best sports money can buy. Now he got the scoop from Isaac, who says WWE is the business. And his girlfriend Amari, she can't stop saying that ESPN is so lit. But she got the juice from her friend Sandra. So I had to stay connected, because sports lives on GoTV.
Even the builders of his house and sellers of his cars give him a percentage for every contract he brings. My opponent sits here and turns against the motion for once having it for making money legally. Wrong! Hey.
The biggest debate competition in Ghana is back. Which side do you represent? For or against the motion? Stay glued to your superstation Love 99.5 FM, Joy Learning and Joy Prime as we bring to you the biggest stage where schools in Ashanti show their prowess through debate. Rally behind your alma mater to glory as gallant young men and women from the various senior high schools in Ashanti elucidate their stance on matters of national interest.
Venue is the Christian Service University College.
Catch us live on Love 99.5 FM, on Facebook at Love 99.5 FM, Joy Learning and Joy Prime, 2 p.m. each day. The Love FM High Schools debate, trumpeting the voice of young ones on issues of national interest. This event is brought to you by your superstation Love 99.5 FM, the Ashanti Regional SRC, and the Regional Directorate of Ghana Education Service Ashanti and CHAS.
This program is in partnership with Pepsodent, Rasta Choco Molds from Twillium Industries, Christian Service University College, Jackson Educational Complex, Cowbell, Madam Catherine, Fritol and Fortune Rice from Wilma, and sponsored by Zest Consult, Pidato Company Limited, CBS Industries, Top Choco, Ultimate Fashions, Flora Tissues. Supported by